All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday, guys. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. We're on my channel today. Let me just see, make sure we're up all good. Zoom, guys. Welcome back, everyone. Great Asian buys for you guys who trade the Asian session. Easy daily buys today into previous daily highs. Very, very, very nice Asia trades. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. Who got the buys in Asia? Who got the buys in Asia? Look like you slept well. Well, that's nice because I actually slept like shit last night. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good to be back on with you guys. It's nice to be here on my channel as well, guys. You haven't been on my channel in a while. But obviously, Project X was down yesterday, guys. So the Topstep guys just said we're just going to focus on the New York session today. So we are free to come and stream here. Free to come and stream here. So we've got a trading view open here as well. Yeah, I'll stream. Yeah, good to see you all. Yeah, you too. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Shorts here in Asia. Oh, nice. Traders Club every day, man. Every day. Was down the beach all day. Nice, Stuart. Nice. So yeah, we had a trading silver fund your life. Yeah, silver's been on an absolutely ridiculous run. Now we do have some interesting levels here on gold right now. You had a very nice run up here on gold in Asia after a very nice hourly fake out trade with a daily liquidity grab and previous daily highs. So this move in Asia was really nice. From here to here was a very nice move. Even up into previous daily highs was like a 100 tick move. So if you guys who trade Asia, that was, oh, sorry, no chart. Wait, there we go. That would help, wouldn't it? You guys on Zoom, can you see my screen? That would help. There we go. So you had a very nice run up in Asia. Where are we? Here, you had a very nice fake out buy. You had previous daily highs here. You had a daily liquidity grab. So look at this, you came down, grabbed previous daily lows. So where do you do after that? After you pull back, you come for previous daily highs. So look at this daily time frame here. Look at this. Came down, grabbed daily lows. Well, where do you come to today? Daily highs. Absolutely beautiful. So very nice Asia buys here for you guys who were trading Asia. You guys who are trading Asia keep getting all the fun here. All the easy daily bias moves. That's probably the nicest way to trade Asia, is understanding that daily bias. And you pretty much get the liquidity levels hit before London and New York even kicks in. So Asia's been having some fantastic moves. Now, I do like gold to continue pushing up overall. You kind of just bounced off this downward trend line coming down. Feels so bad when I'm in the office on the days gold moves so clean in Asia. Yeah, it always feels like the way, man. Sometimes when I was back in Australia, the days where I would decide to not trade Asia just because I just wanted to do other things, it ended up being the times where it ended up having the great moves. But yeah, it was a very nice buy. The nicest buy here in Asia today, just for learning purposes, was right here. You had this beautiful hourly fake out trade. Now, you wouldn't short this breakout. To me, trying to short this breakout is a big trap. How many people do you think would be trying to short this breakout here and risking off that high? A lot. Do other things. That's what you get for having a lifestyle outside the charts. Yeah, that's true. You pay the price. You're obviously not dedicated. So yeah, you would have had a lot of people trying to short this breakout here today, risking off this high, and that is our perfect opportunity to take advantage of the fact that most people are trying to short here. As soon as you close back above, you take the long trade right away. Look at this, you buy loads of gold, play it up into these highs, risk off any closure back below this level, and you end up getting an absolutely beautiful rip. Very nice. Oh, look at that. 100% win rate. It's possible, see? So yeah, it was a very, very, very nice push in Asia. Now, for London, again, it's tough for London because, you know, you're already above previous daily highs. There's not much of a daily bottom wick. You know, obviously I like gold to overall continue pushing higher. Oh, the exact entry I took at 423. Nice, nice, nice. You took the hourly fake out? If you took that hourly fake out, man, that was a fantastic trade. You took it at 423, like around here. Yeah, that was a great trade, Callum. Absolutely beautiful trade. Look how many times you bounced off this resistance. You would have had a lot of people trying to short this today in Asia. A lot of people trying to short gold. So your job is to identify these liquidity levels. Today's liquidity level was based off previous daily high, and that's your trade. That's your direction. That's your push. So this is why this is why gold is going to be tricky in London, because we've already hit the liquidity, which keeps happening almost every single time for London, which is kind of frustrating, but it's just the way the market flows. But you've already hit upside liquidity. There's not much of a daily bottom wick, and you're already having a pretty decent sell-off here on gold. Now, I do believe we could see gold maybe come down and squeeze some lows here. Now, it's not as key of a liquidity level as up here, but even if, let's say, we're going to get gold shorts down into here, well, you've already kind of had a pretty decent sell-off from these highs. There's no top wick in this current hourly, so I would like to see an initial pullback here first. So I'm kind of looking for some maybe intraday buys here in the London session, because there's no hourly top wick. However, if we do close back below, then we'll see where gold goes. But it's kind of the recurring theme at the minute is London is extremely tough to trade at the minute, guys, because Asia's been hitting all of the liquidity levels. London's been ranging. New York's been trending. It's been a... Oh, is that the open of 4 hour? Oh, on the futures chart? Yep. On the futures chart. It's a decent little quick sell-off here after grabbing the highs. Look at this. You're already down 200 ticks off that previous daily high. Where is the open? What's that indicate that we were using, guys? What's it called? This. What's it called? Yeah. Which one? Where is it? This one? No, it's not that one, is it? No. Which one? I can't remember which one. That's what I thought, but it's not coming up. That's what I thought it was. Oh, one word. Sometimes it's just easier. This one? That one? Yeah, there we go. I think it's that one. Let me go daily open. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Monthly, don't care. Yearly, definitely don't care. Let's have a look. 4 hour open, 4 hour previous 4 hour high. Just wanted to just have a look. So this is the daily open where there's not much of a bottom wick here on gold. So could you come down to these levels? Possibly. Possibly. There's too many levels on here. I'm going to put this on a different chart in a second, but just so we can clearly see, there's the previous 4 hour lows. We have that daily open which doesn't have much of a bottom wick. So could we maybe come down to create a steeper bottom wick? Potentially. So you came up, that's that previous daily high right there. I wish I didn't. Is there a way to not extend this so much? Anchor distance, does that change anything? What does that do? I want to break it. I don't know what that does. What does that do? I don't want to reduce how much it extends. It's kind of annoying. Let's do dashed. Let me just change it down a little bit, 30%. I should just stick out some. I'm trying to see it briefly. There you go. So with this sell-off, could you be coming down to grab some of these lows, previous 4 hour lows? You came up, you grabbed the daily highs. Yes, possibly. I'm going to delete these guys because it's too messy for me. But we know where the levels are. So we could be seeing maybe come down, test that daily open. Never seen Asia give such clean moves before switching to gold. Oh man, Asia gives the cleanest moves when you understand the daily time frame. Asia is so easy to trade. It's crazy how many opportunities Asia gives, especially the past couple of weeks. Asia's been So nice. It's kind of annoying for us London traders, but it is what it is. It's very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, literally almost every single day we're calling Asia liquidity levels literally perfectly. Oh, there's an option in TradingView settings. No need for indicators to see the daily. Nice. Nice. How come on spot chart? It's just what I always prefer to do the analysis on. I do the analysis on here, then execute on the futures chart. I always prefer to do the spot chart analysis. It's just more reliable than the futures to me. Complete the combine today in Asia. Nice, man. Nice. Beautiful work. Payout rules for Topstep is just get more than $550 days and you get the payout. Payout rules are very, very simple on Topstep. Oh, there you go. There, nice one, Stuart. Nice. We got London open in 15 minutes here, guys. Gold's already selling off. I'm not going to sell gold this low. There's not a level to short gold. If you're shorting gold, you're shorting gold from up here above previous daily highs. You're not shorting gold down here. Go away, Nightbot. Let me remove that. I turn that off. But yeah, Topstep X was down last night, guys. I do believe we are back up to normal. I haven't taken any trades yet. But I do believe we are back to normal. There was I think it went down yesterday in the New York session, but we're right back to normal. But yeah, it's the reason we're on here today, not the Topstep channel. We'll look at other markets as well, guys. We'll look at have a look at NQ. Look at NQ. No, I don't think it was. I mean, not that I can see. The outage happened in New York. Let me see. Let's see, let's have a look, man. There's a very decent sell-off on gold. Very decent sell-off. One of my Topstep XFAs still locked out from yesterday. I mean, it's probably good to have it locked out, to be honest. Both, Callum, both, man, both. Support and resistance and targets. Higher time frame support and resistance levels and intraday targets. You can see how well they get respected. Look at gold. The fact that yesterday we wicked all the way down and then failed to close below 4,300, and now you got 4,350 above. So they're targets and support and resistance levels. You break above it, you come for the next level. You break above it, you come for the next level. All-time high resistance. You can see how well it gets respected here. You close below, back above. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I'm not trading any XFAs this week anyway. I'm only trading combines this week. It's the final trading week of the year. Would I have taken this short? No, I wouldn't have taken the short. I would have taken the long, though. The long was way nicer. This long here was much nicer than the shorts, because the longs you were following the daily bias, which has been so bullish on gold. You had a beautiful daily liquidity grab. So buying today at any opportunity into previous daily highs was a very, 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 very nice trade. By far the nicest opportunity. So if you now wick these highs and hold below, anywhere between 4,300 and 4,350 can get pretty tough here in gold. It's not a bad short though. You know, you have targets, you're at daily resistance, you have a liquidity gap. It's definitely a valid short. I would rather be in the longs though, because you could have easily broken to all-time highs. But it's the short's there as well. If you did take the short is definitely valid, because you're not really fighting the daily bias. The daily bias has been hit. You hit the daily highs. That's the target's done. So as soon as you hit the targets, you fail to close above, you reject, you start getting back below. Yeah, you could justify shorts for sure. But if you were shorting gold, you'd be shorting gold from back up here pre-London, not down here. Down here is where you could potentially find some support. Look at these huge levels. So if I was a seller here on gold, you know, I'd probably be looking to short down into these lows. But this could be a pretty decent management level, where you could maybe see gold, you know, pull back, create this sort of left shoulder, head, right shoulder, before then maybe you squeeze a little bit lower again. This is even though we've been pretty choppy, the levels are getting hit pretty well. We had obviously NFP yesterday as well. We had NFP on a Tuesday, but NFP was a very, very, very nice run higher, which is a little bit annoying because I actually wanted to buy gold yesterday. I wanted to buy gold on NFP, but you'd already pushed up before NFP even came out. Like before NFP even came out, gold was up. I think we're up around like 400 ticks, which is crazy. Now, what do we have here today? What do we have? We have FOMC member Waller speaking at 1:15 London time, and then tomorrow we have CPI and unemployment claims, and then on Friday, consumer sentiment, existing home sales. So nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at NQ. Let's see what we got. Let's have a look. I know you've been pretty bearish recently. We've started to find some. Let's get rid of all these levels here in NQ. It kind of did find some support. If you guys were here on the Topstep stream yesterday, we did say that this is a big area where you could easily find some support and start breaking back higher. I know everyone's been freaking out over this bearish push, but again, to me, this is just a lovely dip buying place. It was a pretty interesting closure yesterday on NQ off the back of NFP. Remember, look how big this weekly support is. Not only that, is we do also have 25, I just need to adjust these levels here, 25,000, which is getting held. We do also have 25,250, and above that we have, I don't want to put on too many levels, we don't need to, 25,500 as well. So decent bounce already on NQ. Where are you bouncing from? Well, you're bouncing from previous weekly lows. You broke it previous day. You broke straight back above yesterday. So I would say NQ to continue pushing up looks pretty nice. You may get some longs on NQ. NQ back up into 25,000 looks pretty nice. If not, who knows? If you do hold some major support down here, you could see NQ potentially come for a new high, which would be very nice. I would like to see that, to be honest. I would like to see NQ come much higher. Caught the longs yesterday, pulled in $300. Nice. The longs on NQ. The longs on NQ was a huge run. It was a massive push. Was that the was that on gold or NQ, Patrick? It was a very nice trade. Personally think daily bias is overrated. Fair enough. What about Topstep X today? I'm not too sure, man. That's why we're streaming here. I mean, I'm not trading any funded accounts anyway, but yeah, overrated, David. Yeah. Crazy. But I'm pretty sure it is fine. I would be careful though. I wouldn't go too crazy. I wouldn't go too crazy. Yeah, literally. Nah, spot chart, round levels on spot chart and futures chart, very, very, very important. Both charts, very important. I like to use the spot chart more, because that's what we do more of the analysis of, and the liquidity levels, but they're just as important on both. They're very, very important. Silver, yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at silver. What's silver been up to? We got London open in like 5 minutes here, guys. Gold's going to close pretty bearish with no top wick on the hourly. So silver again has still been running higher, which is exactly what we spoke about. We spoke about silver. You know how you see these huge pullbacks as just more buying opportunities. Most people see these pullbacks and think it's time to just all of a sudden start shorting. And that's why most people get screwed trying to trade all-time highs. Any pullback on silver, same as any pullback on gold when we're at all-time highs, it's just more buying opportunities. This is crazy. You pull back, you continue ripping. Look at this. This is huge, absolutely massive. You come back, grab lows, break higher. Look at this again. Come back, grab lows, break higher. It's huge, 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 huge. More buying opportunity in silver. When was this? This is in Asia. Look at this in Asia. This is insane. Silver's crazy. Silver's up like 4% in Asia, which is nuts. 4% in an Asian session's crazy. Yeah, I'd probably wait till the. I'd wait till the hourly close now, because you're going to be buying it right at third touch for trend line. You're kind of buying right at trend line. Oh wait, sorry man. Wait, was this the one before? You mean not now? You mean here? Oh, I can't see your chart. Your chart's gone. Oh, you mean here? So I thought you meant. Sorry, I thought you meant you were taking more buys here. Where was? For some reason, man, I can't open your chart. It's just gone. It's just gone blank for me. If on Zoom, it's just blank. Was it on the 30-minute? I mean, you could have bought this 30. If you mean this one here, you could have bought this 30-minute fake out. Yeah, definitely. You'd be buying gold at honestly any opportunity today. Any breakout, you'd be buying gold here. But if you meant this one here, definitely. This one here or here. Oh, there you go. Nice. Let's have a look. Let me have a look, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there, definitely. Although the hourly did close below, you didn't really close below. You're still at a decent level of support, buying at support with upside targets, 100%. It's absolutely worth the shot. If it breaks above, cool, you get another entry. Yeah, wait, yeah. Silver, I wouldn't. There's nothing to say on silver. If you're not already in the longs on silver, there's nothing to do up here. There's nothing to say or do up here. You were buying silver. Buying silver today in Asia was an insane trade. In terms of new opportunities, I wouldn't be doing anything on silver. Nice. Someone on Crude trying to make my favorite YouTube trader proud. That's amazing, man. Travel, trade, and lifestyle. That's amazing. The dollar is way up. For some reason, is that negative? Everyone for gold? No, not really. Sometimes they can correlate, but no, I don't correlate US dollar to gold. US dollar can go up, gold can go up. US dollar can go down, gold can go down. The best thing to focus on for gold is gold. This is a decent hourly breakout here on gold, guys. No top wick on the hourly. If you get a pullback, you may get some selling here on gold. Hit the likes, yes sir. Bearish, we just bias on gold. We literally just spent the last 30 minutes going over the bias on gold. We've got London Open coming in 2 minutes. The bias right now, the trade right now is nothing. The trades here so far today was shorting from up here pre-London, and buying here in Asia. Here, there's absolutely nothing. What kind of a way is that to ask a question? can I ask a question? If yes, then you must read my question. Oh, really? I was going to say yes and not read your question. I was going to say, yeah, I can answer your question, then not read it. Topstep wasted the whole day of trading, and all they did was wipe out P&L. What kind of hypocrisy is this? I don't know. I don't know. But I just stream on the Topstep channel. I don't work for Project X. I have absolutely no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, which is the reason we're here. Yeah, that was the question. I have no idea. I don't think, I don't think Topstep wasted a whole day of trading. The platform went out, and it's just one of them things. Is it ideal? Of course not. It's as annoying for everyone else as it is for you, as I'm sure it is for the whole entire Topstep's team as well. Because every time it goes out, that's their name and business on the line. Just because I stream on Topstep doesn't mean it's not annoying for me as well. So we got yeah, I seen that. I seen that, Sean. I noticed that as well. I tuned in towards the end, and then it was yeah, it has been a lot. I agree. I don't disagree. It is annoying. Yeah, nice. There you go. That's the reason we're here though, just because I don't know what happened or why. I didn't trade New York yesterday, so I don't know what was happening or why. I don't know what happened on the stream. I don't know what the resolution is. I have no idea. I just stream on Topstep because I don't know any behind the scenes stuff like that. But whenever it does go out, we just stream here instead, just because they will address it in the New York session. Yeah, go to the beach, have a surf. Exactly, Stuart. But it's always good just to have backups as well, you know. Have different accounts you want to trade. Yeah, especially, not being able to close a winning trade is by far the most annoying, for sure. 100%. No, I think it's back up now, Patrick. I'm pretty sure it's back up now. Yeah, good if you get a bad trade wiped out, but not good if you get a winning trade wiped out. Yeah, it is annoying. I don't disagree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, contact. Leave the CME a bad review on Trustpilot for the outage the other weeks as well. there's different, there's different options out there. So we got a decent hourly breakout here on gold, guys. London Open's just closed. Pre-London just closed bearish. London Open's pushing up, so I think we may come down and squeeze a little bit lower here. If we can get a bit of a pullback, I would like to see if we can get short. Trading has been so good lately. Both will say it's a mental game. Yes, last one did hit hard. If it's not science to the plan. Yes, absolutely, Johnny. Appreciate tuning in, man. Yeah, you know, whenever you do feel the urge to want to break your rules, which is fine. You have to set, the risk management settings for the day. You have to have risk management settings to lock yourself out. Yeah, you usually sort it out. Yeah. Topstep is down. Yeah, I had emails from Lucid, Tradeify, and some other prop firms as well that apparently, I wasn't trading it, so I didn't see it, but apparently you could see what was going to happen ahead of time. Like, I think the charts were maybe delayed on some props, so you could like take trades and something like that, like knowing about what was going to happen beforehand, which I didn't see, but that was fucking crazy. I don't know what will happen with that. But apparently some of the charts were delayed, so people were able to like trade their accounts before the price action played out, apparently, which is insane. Which is crazy. So let's see if we get a little bit of a 15-minute liquidity grab. There's potential to short here on gold. Short down into these lows here. Yeah, same, Sean. I would have made like 20k or something. Yeah, they're hit and miss, Patrick. I do have some on them, but I trade them very small and very conservative. My favorites at the minute. I do have a decent amount on them, but yeah, I trade them very, very differently. Yep. Nice Marcel. Yep. Why whispering? I can't talk about it, man. Yeah, Nathan knows. Yeah, Nathan knows all the stuff. 15-minute liquidity gap is kind of like right this. Like look at this. If you grab highs and you close bearish, that could be your liquidity grab. Kind of here, look, you grab highs, you close bearish, that could be your liquidity grab, but then you can look for the shorts. But I kind of want to see, we're 4 minutes into London Open, so let's see. I hope some of you took the trades as I did. Yeah, definitely, man. We all took it. What do you mean? Wouldn't be here without you, man. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Wait for the 15 close. Yeah, I mean, we have to see a pullback on gold. Gold from this liquidity level is already down. Gold's already down 270 ticks. We're down 270 ticks at big support. So if we want to short gold, we got to see pullbacks. We're not going to sell gold from down here. If you were shorting gold, you were shorting gold above the liquidity levels. If I start selling gold now, where's our entry, where's our stop, where's our risk to reward? At what point are you just FOMOing into a trade? Look at these two clean runs that we've had this morning. You had this absolutely clean, beautiful run in Asia. You've had this absolutely beautiful, clean run down in London. So what's the likelihood of a range right now? It's pretty high. It just sucks for London. London has been pretty shit, to be honest, recently, guys. It's almost been not worth even watching London. I'm happy to still jump on and watch you guys because we still share lots of value, but in terms of actual taking trades at London Open's been poor recently, very, very poor. All the moves have been happening in either Asia or New York. But that's what happens. Markets come in flows. That's why if you try and limit yourself to trading a specific session for gold, it doesn't really work. You focus on higher time frame candle closures. And you trade based on that as opposed to... Yeah, pre-New York, yeah, exactly. Actually, that's what we spoke about yesterday. Pre-New York is very, very nice on gold. Around that 12 o'clock yesterday, although it was NFP, that was when that real volume kicked in. I think pre-New York on gold is nicer than New York Open, to be honest. Pre-New York can be very, very, very nice. I think pre-New York might be probably one of my favorite sessions to trade at the minute on gold, other than Asia. Man, when I go back to Asia, when I go back to Australia, we're gonna get some good Asian trades again. I miss the Asian session trades. There's some damn good moves. Nah, literally, Sean, nothing. Oh, nice, Brad. I was gonna post it, but I wanted to tell you here. Right there. We're right. Where have I just lost chat? We got Brad here on Zoom. I was gonna post it, but wanted to tell you here. I just got my XFA to 2,650 today, and will pull my first payout. Coming up to 2 years in April 2026, and it's been my hard work, but your support and guidance has got me here. Nowhere near where I need to be, but it's another step in the game, another level achieved. Cheers, Aaron. That's absolutely amazing, Brad. Congrats on getting the first payout, man. It's absolutely fantastic. You deserve it, man. You've been working and grinding behind the scenes, which I know from our calls a lot. So it's absolutely amazing to hear, Brad. Fantastic work, man. Absolutely fantastic work. Yeah, good job, Brad. It's absolutely... Yeah, is that Brad not from Oz or Brad from Oz? That's Brad from Oz. Yeah, good job, Brad. It's absolutely amazing, man. Proud of you, bro. It's incredible. Take it out, man. Have you, Brad? Have you locked in all the $150 green days? Do you have any more to get, or is it fully locked in? The actual Brad from Oz, fully locked in. Fuck yeah, man. That's amazing. Take out half of that, man. Treat yourself. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, balloons on Brad. Yeah, there you go, Dave. Balloons on Brad. Now we're talking. Go on, Brad. Good man. You got everyone congratulating the YouTube chat as well, Brad. Amazing, man. Focus on risk management. Really aspiring. Thank you, man. It's the most important part. The most important part. And honestly, Brad, I would lock yourself out for 2026 for that payout, because man, that's a great way to come into 2026. The fact that you were able to lock in your first payout is incredible, man. So don't end the year bad. End the year on a green note like that, and that's absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Decent spike down here on gold, guys. So anyone who, you know, although I'd love to be buying this, I'm not going to buy it this low, but anyone who is buying here, risking off that low just got squeezed out. So you literally have gold bouncing from liquidity to liquidity here. If you did get short from up here, great. There's your downside targets. If you got long in Asia, there's your upside targets. Two amazing, amazing plays. Amazing plays. Yeah, good call. Yeah, great work, man. Great work. Trade the breakout in Asia. This opened this morning. Nice. Good long. Yeah, the Asia breakout was the nicest trade so far today, man. It's a great trade. If you got the Asia breakout, it was a beautiful trade. Yeah, you guys didn't listen. I told you. Short gold. Didn't listen. So now, you know, thing is on gold here. Again, for London Open, what we want to take this little scraps of this move. He did, I know. He did. He wants his recognition. He did. He called the signal. You guys still didn't take it. But this is a potential reversal level here. Or a potential pullback level, I should say. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just takes time, man. Takes time and confidence to see it. Getting the stats though definitely will help with that. Yeah, I can see it bouncing here. Yeah, I still want to see a little bit of a breakout because you are still down from these highs. You're down 340 ticks, which is really annoying because it's, again, there's been so much movement on gold today already before London's even opened. You know, you're up 300 ticks. You're down another 300. So it's like gold's moved almost 700 ticks already today. It's like trying to trade after a very clean 700 tick move, 300 up, 350 down. It's like, man, it's kind of annoying for London because you're very likely now just do this. It's the reality. It's not what I want to happen by any means, but it's the reality. You move 700 ticks, clean move up, clean move down, you're going to go sideways. 3 single stacks. That was a nice short. It was definitely a nice short. It was a very, very nice short. Very, very nice short. You can see yesterday's price action before it happened. On some props, on Project X, you could see the price action was like delayed or something. It's crazy. I didn't see it, but I got some emails about it. I didn't trade New York, but it was, yeah, it was decent. Yeah, we need... Yeah, now, look at that. Signal chaser now. No, you didn't take the first one, you don't get any more signals. You missed out. You missed out on the signals. You had your chance, you lost it. Tough. Signals are done for the day. Could see the whole day's price action for what happened. That's crazy. That's insane. I don't know what on earth they're gonna do about that, but that's pretty crazy. 42.91 down here. Yeah, it's very possible, man. Yeah, very possible. Look at this daily time frame now. You've gone from sorry, where you've gone from looking very bullish to liquidating previous daily highs. I would be surprised to see you come as far as yesterday's low, but to maybe come back down to Monday's low, anywhere within that area, it wouldn't really be too surprising. You know, depending on how you break here. The only thing is with where gold is right now, if you were short in gold, you know, you'd be looking to target down here because this could potentially bounce from here. If you break it, yeah, I get easy to see you coming back down for these lows. If not, you know, even all the way back down to here and potentially all the way even back down to here, depending on if we break this or not. If you break back below 4,300, yeah, you're going to see this, or you're going to see all of this filled. You'll see all of that filled. Talking about hours before what happened, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Come back tomorrow for more signals. Nice. Market's on live. Yeah, if you did, I don't know. Like if you passed props off that yesterday, I don't know what they will do. I feel sorry for the props who have to deal with that. I wouldn't even know how you even deal with that. I see gold going both ways. I prefer gold back to all-time highs. But again, I don't really care too much because I can kind of see it going both ways. You have a trend line coming down like this. Yeah, I feel like you need to liquidate more of that. You haven't really grabbed that much from down here either though, so it's very 50-50 here on gold. So I'm just kind of just watching. I'm not actively looking for trades in here. There's no high quality trades in here. High quality trades with buying in Asia if you really want to, selling out of here. Oh really? You could see Asia had a, wow. That's crazy. Folks posted $1 million Ws. Full point. Is it really? That's crazy. I didn't see that. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's NQ up to? NQ kind of getting a bounce. Do you prefer copy trading? Yeah, I like copy trading. Do I prefer it? I have a preference. It makes more money if you're consistent. Yeah, I copy trade a lot. I do think it's best just to focus on individual counts until you do get a few payouts under your belt, just to prove to yourself that you can actually do it. You know, if you go from no payouts to copy trading, you'll really struggle. But if you're gaining consistency and you want to start trading more size and getting bigger payouts, then 100%, absolutely you want to copy trade. That's how you're really going to get the. That's how you're really going to get the decent payouts. You know, you want to go from like making $1,000 payouts to $5,000 payouts. Well, rather than trying to full port the one account, just add more accounts. Again, though, you have to be able to control yourself because although it's all well and good, you can see how much money you can make from copy trading. You also have to look at the downside. You know, you go on a bad day, you can lose 10 plus accounts in a day. It's reality of the possibility. Yeah, I'm still in the swing trading. Yeah, I'm still in it, man. I'm still in it. It's not. I think this morning, I think I was up like close to 10, and now it's back down to 2. So yeah, it's fucking pretty annoying. By the time I woke up, I was up like close to 10,000. Now it's back down to like 1,000. Shit happens. Copy trade is nice because you feel more satisfied. Yes, exactly, Ben. That's the most important part. Like I say, you know, you want to go from, you know, rather than trying to trade big size on one account, just add more accounts because then you don't over risk it and over leverage it. The good thing about having more accounts is, you know, I could take $200 out of the markets a day and be making over $1,000 a day easily. And $200 in a day with small size is not that hard to do on average. Obviously, you're going to have losing days, you're going to have winning days. I'm saying on average. You know, we worked it out on our masterclass that time, like to make like 100K a year, 100K US dollar a year, salary a year, with 5 accounts, I think worked out to be like $80 a day or something, on average. And there's an average. Obviously, you're not going to make that every day. For people say you're going to make it every day. Yes, on average. It's like, man, yeah, even $100 a day. $100 a day. You have 5 accounts. That means $500 US in a day. You do that twice a week. Man, amazing. But people are so obsessed with trying to chase 5K days on a single account. It's like if you want to make 5K a month or 5K in a day, it's like just trade more accounts rather than trying to full port one account. Yeah, I recently came from Forex, cool. Have a 70 to 80% win rate on gold, Asian session. Caught that short from the first break. Is Asia sustainable or is MY? Yeah, Asian session is very sustainable, and Asian session has probably been having the nicest of moves recently. Asia and New York's probably been having by far the nicest moves. Way better than London, that's for sure. Is it sustainable? Yes. I've been trading Asia for the whole time I was in Australia for like 3 years. Asian session, reading the daily bias, it at times is very simple. Now, is it going to work every time? Of course not. But more times than not, reading the daily bias coming into Asia gives you very, 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 very good trades. Very good trades. Executions on the 5-1. Nice. 15 second. Wow, nice. I've never been on 15 second. Nice. I haven't really watched them too much, to be honest, man. But that's good. If it helps you execute content, that's fantastic. 15 second, that's crazy. That's mad. 15 second, that's crazy. Yeah, find it simple too. Yeah, more if not. Yeah, you know, you get the times where Asia does nothing. But for the most part, Asia's been having great moves. But again, that's like all markets. New York session can sometimes do nothing. But more times than not, yeah, you get great trades in Asia. Very, very, very good trades. The nicest of trades in Asia is just understanding the daily bias. And it usually plays out in Asia before London even comes in. Like for instance today, what would be the bias today on gold coming into the Asian session? What would the bias be today? Well, look what we did previous day. You came down here, you tagged previous daily lows, you have 1, 2, 3 equal daily highs. So you've grabbed daily downside liquidity, but you haven't yet grabbed daily highs. So coming into the charts today, you would say, I'm buying gold into previous daily highs. Easy, 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 easy. Same thing, you know, down here. You grab daily lows, you close bullish. What would your bias be coming on to Wednesday? Buys all day long. It happens time and time and time again. And then ends up getting hit perfectly in Asia. Look at that. So you end up coming up, tagging previous daily highs, wicking all the way back down below. Yep, Topstep stream New York session, man. Yep. Before lunch, Asian session is boring. Better Asian PM. Yeah, that's the thing with the Asian session. I do find if you want to trade Asia, 30-minute hourly candle closures are probably the best because sometimes it can take its time to play out. Asia's not really a session where I want to sit there and try and scalp it per se. I'd probably be focused on hourly candle closures and just executing and walking away and letting my trade breathe. Like buying into these daily highs, letting the trade breathe, managing off closures. Nice. To trade test wire rock with Asia. Yep, chill and basic. Yeah, nice. I like that, man. I like that. Minimum age to day trade, not legally, but the recommended age. Honestly, not that young. I would say like mid-20s because it can consume your whole entire life. Like if I tried to trade when I was like in my teens, like 18 or early 20s, man, I was not ready to focus on trading. Maybe you are. Maybe it was just me. I was way too immature to focus on trading. I also just wouldn't want to either because it would just consume my most important times of my life. And trading can take over your whole life. So I wouldn't start. Not that I wouldn't start too young. If you do start young and you're involved in markets, like that's amazing. But don't take it so serious. Like, you know, if you're young and you're getting into trading, like I'm 30 right now. If you're getting into trading, you're like, you know, 17 to 22. I'm not saying don't trade. I'm just saying treat it like a hobby. Treat it like you've got the next 10 years to get good at this. And don't put pressure on yourself to have to make loads of money. Because you have so much time. And if you put too much pressure on yourself, like I say, it can ruin some of the best times of your life in that age era. So there's not any age where I wouldn't say start learning to trade, but don't put so much pressure on yourself. Like I say, if I learned what trading was when I was 18, I was not in the place to even focus on financial markets 18. 32 and just started. Again, you could be 50 and just started trading. You get good at trading in like 1 to 2 years. It's like, this is a skill that you can have for the rest of your life. That doesn't require you to do any physical work. It doesn't require you to be at any sort of location. You could start at 50 years old. Cool, by 53, 54, you could be trading full time. Like, there's no, the markets don't care about how old we are or how young we are. It's all about where you are mentally, I guess. 32 to get started in trading, again, is fantastic. That's amazing. You can say to yourself, you know what, by the time I'm 35, I'm going to make this a goal to be my career. The biggest thing is, you know, and that's why I always used to focus on, like, I never really cared about trying to go full time in trading in the first first couple of months. I was like, man, if it takes me a year, takes me 2 years, takes me 3 years, like, I don't care. This is a skill that I'm literally going to have for the rest of my life. I don't care how long it takes me, but I'm going to make sure I give my absolute all to it. That's the way that I always used to think. So I don't really enjoy your content. Thank you, man. In America, I just found out about you a few hours ago. Nice, cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We are usually live on the Topstep channel for the London Open every single day, man. We're just here today because Project X was down yesterday, but we are usually live on the Topstep channel every day. Every day. You're trying to get a nice bounce from these lows here on gold. You came down, you grabbed these lows, you're trying to get a little bit of a bounce. What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Good to have you tuning in, man. You're doing well. NQ is look at NQ price action. NQ is an absolute mess right now. Look at NQ. NQ. Look at the price action. This is the hourly time frame. Look at this hourly time frame here on NQ. Look at New York session yesterday. Anyone trade New York yesterday on NQ? Look at that. That is absolutely disgusting. Again, that's why you don't trade NFP. Look at that. That's insane. I don't know how people trade NQ. NQ is crazy, man. That is absolutely shocking. The only thing I do like on NQ is this daily close and NQ overall today to pull back into 25,250, and if not, start to break back higher. But intraday, I wouldn't want to buy up here. I wouldn't want to sell up here. If you maybe liquidate some highs and then close bearish, I can see NQ come for a bit of a pullback. But here it can get very, very, very messy. I don't know if anyone traded in here yesterday, but this is disgusting. Look at this price action. You'll very rarely, if ever, see gold do something like this. Maybe once every couple of months. This is insane. Nice, look at that. Started this year in February, age 70. That's amazing, man. I love that. That's amazing. Amazing. What are your thoughts on liquidity sweeps? Many people deny that theory for some reason. Yeah, it's the most important part of my plan. People can deny it and call it whatever they want. It works. It's the most important part of the plan for gold. Whether it's liquidity, you call it liquidity, you call it a retail trap, you call it a stop hunt, you call it manipulation. People get kind of upset about it and call it something different. I couldn't care less what you call it. It happens. It happens time and time again, and it has happened for a long, long, long time. So for me, these liquidity grabs are the most important part of my plan. The most important part for sure. Started trading 5-6 years ago. Wow, nice. Left corporate, almost lost everything. 6 years later, profitable at 52. Wow, that's incredible, man. Living free, made all my losses back times 10. Don't quit. Love that, man. It's absolutely amazing. That's incredible. And that's it. You know, and that's the thing. Most people, you lose a lot or you lose everything. That's why most people quit trading. But most of the time when we do have big losses, like I had very big losses in my earlier days, and it was never really due to the markets. It was always due to myself. And that's why I liked trading so much, because I could see the moves. It wasn't the markets made me lose accounts or blow loads of money. It was just myself. Me losing control of myself. And that's what kept me and keeps me so interested in trading. Because so much of it is just self-mastery. Like, you take big losses or you blow an account. Most of the time, not all the time, but majority of the time, it's because of something that we've done. And that's why, you can either go, fuck trading's a scam, blah, blah, blah. or you can actually accept, you know what, these big losses that I took was nothing to do with these candlesticks. It was purely to do with what I was doing, because I was chasing money, or I was trying to gamble, or whatever it may be. Yeah, this 30-minute close coming in here on gold. If we wick like this, there's a potential morning star play here. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Just turned 19 down in Oz. Nice. When uni, and mate's doing the same. Or tradies. Yep. Everyone locked in. Trading gives me extra working week. Nah, it's amazing, man. Still get the weekends. Yes. Love that, man. Love that. 19, getting into trading is fantastic, man. Take your time with it. You got loads of time. Yeah, that's so true, Hugs. Yeah. Not much else that will show you yourself as clear as trading does if you approach that. Yeah, 100%. Which is kind of crazy to think about, but you try to explain that to someone else, doesn't really make sense, but it's so true. Maybe some intraday buys here on gold. I'm gonna drop down to the 15-minute here in a second, see if there's some longs. Yep, longs look good. Liquidity sweep. Yep, we grab these lows, we hold above. Would have been lovely to short into this, but now we're down here. Yeah, you could potentially buy from here. Lost everything. 250 gain in 3 years, made it all back in the first profitable year. Again, that's what's so crazy in trading, is you can go from like 2 years, which is what I did, 2 years of consistently losing, to the first couple of months you can make back like a year's or 2 years worth of losses. It's crazy. Let's have a look. So you got this 30-minute close here. You came down, wicked the lows, failed to close below the previous low. So if we can get a little bit of a pullback here, I'm going to see if we can get long here. I am going to trade a combine today, guys, because I'm not too sure if we're fully up and running on Topstep. So I am going to trade a combine. But I want to see if we can get a pullback, and I'm going to see if we can hold this into some highs here on gold. Let me see. I'll tell you guys if I do get in. Where are we? Let me see if I get this on a combine. Let me see. I think we're about to find out if it's working or not. Let's see if we can get a little bit of pullback and see if we can maybe get long here on gold. Risking somewhere down here, so what would the stops be? Stops would be pretty big. About 80 ticks. So a couple of micros. Remember, guys, I'm only trading combine here. How did you move forward whilst being in that sort of limbo versus yourself? Well, honestly, for me, it was just time. It was just time of doing the same shit over and over and over again, and getting to a point where it's like, man, I need to just stop making these same mistakes and stop focusing on the P&L so much. That's what held me back for so long. I was just obsessed with chasing a certain dollar amount, as opposed to just focusing on taking good trades. Maybe might take a flip today on gold instead. Let me see, guys. I'm gonna take a buy here on gold. I'm getting long here on gold. I'm gonna risk off previous 30 low. Crap. I'm only trading in combine here today, guys. So I'm gonna risk off here. I will manage it before that, but I want to see if we can get a decent pullback here. If we start to stall and we do range, which is very possible, I will look to manage. This is just a combine trade for me, guys. This is not I'm not trading my XFAs at all this week. So don't just copy this trade just because I'm saying I'm getting long here, guys. It's just a combine trade. But yeah, the best thing you can do is just try not to focus on the P&L as much as possible, and just know that if you focus on becoming a good trader, the P&L will come. Yeah, that's it. Discipline, revenge trading hurt me so badly, I still battle with it. Yeah, likewise, man. But I can control it now. Exactly. And that's what takes so long in trading. It's not necessarily mastering more strategy. To go from losing in trading to more consistent is for me anyway, it was more so just about trying to master myself, trying to control myself more. Like, I know my plan, but it's about being able to, when I feel the urge to do something, it's about recognizing that and taking the step back. I'm kind of looking to play this on gold, maybe back up into sort of head and shoulders region. Head and shoulders level. Do you think of any reason price action NQ was so disgusting yesterday? Yeah, it was NFP day. It was non-farm payroll, and there was more news, and there's even more news this week as well. Yesterday was an exact day to not trade because the price action was just awful. Price action was awful because you had two major news events. You had NFP on a Tuesday for 2 months worth of data. And I think there was some other news as well. For me, this live daily is the edge for me personally. Yes, love that, Johnny. Could be doing great in my trading, but my brain is missing that extra edge. That's it. That's it, man. Tuning in every single day, seeing the same things happen time and time again. You know, you'll get better at it. And that's why I say to you guys, you know, use as many risk management features to stop yourself from tilting as much as possible. Whatever anyone says about the Project X platform, the lockout features and the daily loss limits is an absolute game changer. What's going on? Let's see, I want to see this. This trade is more so a 30-minute trade here, guys. I want to see this 30-minute start to re-flip bullish and grab some highs. You manage it maybe previous 30-minute highs. Yeah, lockout feature's great. It's being able to set your personal daily loss limit is an absolute game changer. It really is. If I had personal daily loss limits on my personal accounts back in the days, man, I would have saved myself a lot of losses. Can't look for my gold to come back up here. Entered long on NQ. Basically, liquidity, was it valid? 25.310. 25.310. If you're buying up into this high, yeah, I like that. You had a very nice daily closure. If you bought off this sort of morning star play up into that high there, yeah, I like that trade. 15-minute, kind of pretty similar to what we're doing on gold right now, to be honest. Grab lows, close bullish, buying up into here, and the daily closed nice and bullish yesterday. Yeah, if that was a trade you took, man, that's a lovely trade. The more you reject from here, the more people try short, the more likely you are to grab these highs. So yeah, that's a very nice trade, man. So I think you said you got it from around here, right? Somewhere around here, like that. Yep, I like that trade, man. I like that trade. Remember, guys, we could also range here. It's a range. I'm not expecting this just a rip or push out of nowhere, but pulling back into this head and shoulders looks nice. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, absolutely, man, of course. Absolutely. Do you care about more psychological levels on the spot chart or futures? I like the spot chart more, to be honest, man. Spot chart, to me, is nicer. I like the bounce of spot chart. Where is the futures? Futures is almost at 43.50. Next key level 4,300. Quite far away. See if we can get some volume here on Goldie to pull back. It's not going to be a trade. It's going to be a easy rip, I don't think. We'll see. But a pull back into that head and shoulders before maybe breaking higher or dipping back lower, to me looks pretty logical. Okay, got his left shoulder, that head that was that liquidity grab. So to me, this could easily pull back before selling off. Where are we? My entry is a little bit high. My entry is probably like around here. Entry is like around this current flip. Around 45.8 on the futures. 45.8. Be risking around 50-ish ticks on a combine, guys. Risking around 50 to see if we can make close to 100. So you go about nice 1 to 2. Nice 1 to 2. Yeah, that's very true, man. Yep. If you re-break these lows, you could come much lower. That's why I do want to manage this quite, not aggressively, but trading micros. Yeah, I'm just trading micros. Yeah, just micros on a combine. Yeah, if you re-break this 30-minute low and this outage doesn't wake back above, yeah, I agree. You could come much lower on gold. You could come all the way back down to here and down to here. But yeah, overall, I still like it. So I'd say, you know, management on this point would be a liquidation. You know, if we wick out previous 30-minute highs, that could be a liquidity grab to pull back. So previous 30-minute highs would be a logical management point. If people are short in here, risking off there, you may squeeze that out as well. Yeah, more aggressive on combines, definitely, man. Yep. Not today, but I'm trading micros here. But yeah, normally I would just trade maybe 8 to 1 mini, 8 micros to 8 micros to 1 mini on like a 100k, for example. Yeah, definitely. It definitely take more risk on a combine. Not today though, just because you've already had 700 ticks worth of movement. It's the final trading week of the year. Today, no, but other times, yes, definitely, man. That's kind of what I was saying on some of my one-to-ones this week is, you know, you have to try and find balance on the combines between not over-leveraging, but not trading too small of size that you get stuck in a combine for months and months and months. And then you get burnt out and then you lose it in one day. So you kind of have to find balance between not over-risking, but trading enough size that it actually feels worth it. Because if you trade too small a size on a combine, you make $100 trade, but it's a good trade. You look at the dollar amount, you go, oh, that's $100. Like, it's going to take me ages to pass. And then you take more trades, and then you go on tilt, and then you lose. So definitely take a little bit more risk on a combine for sure. Nice 5-minute push here, guys. My stop is going in below that 5 low. Risking around 42.9-ish. 42.9. Call it 43. Stops at 43. So we are now risking 30 ticks to see if we can make about 80. So we're looking to play nice 1 to 3 here. Yeah, I used to spend too long on them. Now I wait for better setup and up the risk. Yeah, definitely. It is kind of a hard thing to talk about because I don't want people to take that the wrong way. It's like, oh yeah, Aaron said I need to get more aggressive on the combine and start trading more size. It's like, no, I don't say start, you know, just taking big size for no reason, but yeah, taking a little bit more size, yeah, definitely. And as soon as you get the fund account, then you reduce the risk and you start adding and trading even smaller size. Tell you, my guys, small port. But even a Santa rally, maybe we'll see. Christmas Eve sometimes can be a pretty busy day in the markets, to be honest. I won't trade it, but I've seen some big moves around Christmas time. I actually read that as first as do you believe in Santa? And I was about to say yes. And then I read your question and stopped myself. Are you trying to expose me there or what? Do you believe in Santa really? Yeah, why? You don't? Depends, Cam. It also depends on what you can mentally lose. Like for me, if I'm trading a 50k, for example, I'll trade at least 5 micros. At least. Yeah, good job, Sean. That's what you want. Make sure you use my link. Nice. Yeah, you don't. That's the thing. You don't want to change the size too much. Like if you're gonna change your size, you know, be consistent with it. You can't change your size week in and week out. Yeah, it's a good point, man. Some people will start to be like, cool, I'm gonna up the risk, take a couple of losses, and they reduce the risk. Then they take a couple of wins, and they go, oh shit, if I'd stuck with that size, you know, then wins would have outweighed the losses. Nice. Lined up the liquidity levels, like that, man. That's good. Let's see how we react. Remember here guys, is previous 30-minute highs. Previous 30-minute highs right here is the reason this high is marked on. So let's see if we wick out these highs, or we actually close above these highs and we can play this higher. This level here is gonna be a very important level. Look at that, we got a London trade here. Only a combine trade, but still. We got a London trade. London's back. Project X on my combine anyway is for me working completely fine. Yes, exactly. Make sure the bigger size is because you see a good setup, not because you want to make money fast. Exactly. Don't even. That's the thing I say to you. Don't even focus on trying to pass a combine. Just focus on just trading the combine and taking good trades. You take good trades, you'll pass the combine. It's not like a question of, you know, if I take good trades, I might pass the combine. No, if you take good trades, you will pass the combine, and you can manage your risk. Fantastic. You will pass. Can I come back down here and go, guys? Let's see. I still like this liquidity level here. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I prefer to stick with the dollar amount. Yeah, same. So we'll just keep 50 micros and lots of pressure. Yes. Come on, Goldie. What are we up to? What are we doing here? If we close like this in the 5 minute, guys, I'll just cut this trade. I didn't want to see this happen, but that is a bit of a 5 minute fake out at a level of resistance above previous 15 minute highs. Although not 30 minute highs, 15 highs, and this is the last 5 of the 15. So if we close like this, I may just close at break even here, guys. It's not really what I wanted to see. Fingers on the trigger to potentially close in 40 seconds at a very, very small loss. Basically break even right now. It's kind of my entries. My entry is kind of more like here, actually. My entry is more like here. Kind of at my entry right now, which is like there. Let me see. Nah, I'm just going to close there, guys. I'm closing it right there. Closing there at minus, what 1 tick or something? What? Oh, minus 9 ticks. Closing there at minus 9 ticks. It was looking good. It was looking like we were going to get that nice squeeze of some previous 30 minute highs. But this is the last 5 of the 15. Yeah, I'm minus like $20 or something. It's the last 5 of the 15. So if that 5 closes bearish, then the 15 is going to be leaving a pretty steep wick rejection and a bearish closure, which is obviously not what we want to see. So although I'm using the 5 minute, I'm using the higher time frame based on my time down here. So right now it's 8:45. So if it's 8:45, well, we've just got that 15 close. Well, let's have a look at it. We've just wicked highs and closed bearish. So does that give me any reason to want to hold the trade? No. Yeah, you can probably close at break even. I closed at minus like $20 there. It was looking good. I kind of want to see what happens after here, if it was a good place to manage or we could potentially get re-entries. You know, when you're buying gold up after you've already sold off this much, you have to manage the risk aggressively. Yep, high time frame, don't increase size of trades in the one. Yeah, exactly. Straight away to disaster. Yeah, 100%. That's what I would say. I think gold on the high time frame is so much nicer. I like this trade, although this is the 5 minute trade. This isn't a 5 minute trade. This is a 30 minute trade based off a liquidity grab and a 15 minute breakout. Although you guys see me trading the 5 minute, these directional trades aren't based off the 5 minute. They're based off the higher time frame. 4 hour support, hourly support, 30 minute morning star play, just 5 minute purely just to press buy. That's it. So I want to see how we're going to play out from here, guys. Obviously, I've taken this very small loss. It would have ended up hitting my full stop, so reduce the risk from cutting the trade at minus 9 ticks would have ended up stopping me out for like minus 30. So I reduced my risk by a third, which is pretty nice. And now if we want to get back in, well then I'll just wait for a 15 closure, which will also be a closure on the 30 and hourly. So if this 15 all of a sudden breaks back above and it ends up being a 15 fake out, well then great. The move will be more confirmed on the hourly. You can take the exact same setup. I still do think this can pull back. But remember, keyword is think. What I think is going to happen and what is really going to happen are two very different things. And that's why we want to react to this lower time frame as much as possible. So you can kind of see you're forming resistance here, and now you're also forming support right here. You break back above core, you could still get the longs. You break back below, then maybe you come back down and target 4,300. How would you identify a good setup? That's a good question, man. It'd be a lot for me to go into right now. But if you go onto my YouTube channel, man, I have a lot of trade breakdowns of what I believe to be a good setup based on my plan. There's a lot that goes into what I believe to be a good setup. Was this a good setup? This was, I would say, like a B trade. This is like a C or a B trade. What would have made this nicer? Clearer targets and not buying against a big dip, which is the whole reason I took this on a combine at small size. An A setup today would have been the Asia buys, because you're buying into previous daily high targets, you're buying into liquidity, and you had a nice daily bias. Like this in Asia today was an A setup. This was probably like a C setup. I don't grade my trades like that, but well, I clearly do. I'm only doing it to try and explain it to you guys. If you break back above here, guys, it's not a bad place to look for re-entries if you really want it. But just understand you could also range. You could range. The reason my stop would have gone here is because this is the last liquidity gap. And the upside target would be this overall head and shoulders level. Around, I'll give it to you guys on the future chart, overall targets would be around 43.55. 43.55. Got back in, nice, yep, nice. It still makes sense. It's not a... The trade isn't invalid. It's definitely still valid. I would more so be probably trying to see this hourly close in 10 minutes. Hourly's about to close in 10 minutes. The thing is, if you close like this, let me get rid of this first. Let's get rid of this. If you close like this, it's pretty much the exact same trade that we were talking about on the 30-minute. The next hourly will probably come down for that bottom wick, and then you can take the trade again. And then you can probably buy into previous hourly highs, which lines up right nicely with this support as well. I don't think you'll miss anything until then. Nice, still holding. Yeah, if you're still holding, like I said, targets are still there. The trade isn't invalid. I just kind of managing because we've already pushed up and down quite a lot here today. You guys on YouTube, remember, drop a like for the stream as well. I do want to bring back the streams to my channel soon. I like streaming here. I love streaming on Topstep, but I like streaming on my channel with you guys here as well. We'll bring them back. We'll bring them back at some point. Yeah, gold is dirty. That's a 15 for you. This is what I've been telling the guys not to do. That's a 15 for you. The reason I'm watching is because we're streaming together. That's the 15. See, Sean, that's why we don't trade the 15 anymore, man. Noise. Yeah, if you're still holding, I would be looking to manage at this high here and back into this zone. I'd be looking to see how we react from here. There's that 5. So you did get that 5 fake out. It would be a little bit aggressive. I'd be waiting for the alley, but pretty much the exact same trade. Only a 1-to-1. Today's up a nice 1-to-1, yeah. You review my trades, please, Sean. Yeah, dirty gold trick. Dirty Goldie. If the 15 didn't wick and close so bearish, I would have held. The reason I was managing off the 15 is just because I'm kind of trading against this. Did you just grab the highs? Yes, you did. Didn't get grabbed on the futures, but it had just been grabbed here on the currency, which is why you want to watch both. So you've just grabbed them previous 30-minute highs there. Look at that. Just wicked out previous 30-minute highs. I do still think you may squeeze a little bit higher based on this hourly in 10 minutes. But let's see. All right, YouTube guys, I'm gonna wrap up here, guys. Been on for about an hour and a half. Quick little scalp there, guys. Just minus $20 loss. I do still believe you'll see gold squeeze higher. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Project X, guys. So you know, your guess is as good as mine. But that's the reason I'm just trading a combine here today. I believe they will address anything in the New York session. So I'll probably tune into the fast market session for Topstep on New York today. So if you guys are around, I will see you there. And you know, let me guys know. You know, do you like the streams on my channel? If so, maybe we can bring back some pre-London streams or something like that. I do like streaming here with you guys as well. So we can definitely bring some pre-London streams back here as well, because you know we talk about lots of different things. I think they can be super valuable as well. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. New content coming as well. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow back on the Topstep channel. Then maybe into 2026, if you guys want to see it, we'll start doing some pre-London streams as well. So trade safe today, guys. Quick scalp, and we'll see what we get for the rest of the day. I'll see you guys for New York. Cheers, guys.